Chris James from Inside Business Africa. For the purpose of this interview, kindly tell us your name and position in Sona Group of Industries.
My name is Arjun Lachandani, and I'm one of the directors in the company. And you're welcome. It's my pleasure seeing you on this interview.
Thank you very much, sir. Kindly give us an overview of your company's operation since inception.
It's been a long battle coming up to this level, and I think we have done fairly well. We have grown. We have grown in a number of sectors, but we have always looked at from angle that will help the country. So actually, we believe in that, and it is the reason that we resorted to manufacturing locally, employing people, training people, at the same time also looking at a local raw material, which input has long-term help Nigeria itself. We do recycling, we do buy local raw materials which are manufactured. In terms of we have sorghum which is manufactured, produced by farmers. So we look at basically where the produce is local and conversion of that produce to actually full product. In other words, actualization of local raw material has helped us to grow more. However, it is not so easy, but I think yes, this is the way we think we grow. We do recycling. We do a lot of recycling. We have 4 plants. We are putting another 2 plants, maybe 3 plants, and we see that we clean up garbage, we clean up environment, we clean up number of areas. We think that yes, environment is very important for Nigeria. We don't need gases. We don't need it. We need a good, clean environment for health reason. A lot of Nigerians suffer from health because this environment sometimes is not so clean. Amenities like water, health, and number of transport, easy transport, and so on. Yes, I can see the government is really pushing hard into that. But I think unless we have this backup, the government is only key in terms of economics. And we believe that government has to put more money into number of areas. Anyhow, I think our motto is to go more and more local raw material, which will give right basis for a very long time, 50 years, 100 years. It doesn't matter who runs the industry, as long as you have the basis right. You have a great population, you have 240 million people, you are surrounding more people. So with that kind of a situation, I think, yes, the market condition will be favoring Nigeria and economy will remain locally other than outside foreign.
Thank you very much for that in-depth and in-depth explanation. How have you perceived the current state of economic relations between India and Nigeria?
India is growing. I just saw on the news today that India will grow 8%. When India grows 8%, Nigeria has definitely share of it. But Nigeria also has to ensure the relationship continue. Relationships always by 2 countries and have a harmonious relationship. Not having something adverse, it will not help adverse. In any case, India has also been like Nigeria. We got a freedom many years back. And I still remember India was developing. So is Nigeria is developing. Nigeria has come a long way. But I think more and more close relationship with India will help definitely African countries. And Nigeria is one of them. Nigeria has number of loans coming in from India, but they have not been able to use. They are not utilizing. They are not probably doing. So that the more loans they use, the more close relations will be there. India is also partner with Nigeria on buying the oil and buying so many commodities from Nigeria. India's always ready to do and shake good hand, and long term. We are Indians are very so-called peaceful, and I think only peaceful way you can resolve number of relationship in a good manner that will achieve more right side of Nigeria. And I'm sure Nigeria is trying in that case.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. What positive opportunities do you see for Indian businesses in Nigeria, considering the bilateral trade agreement and partnership with the Nigerian government?
You have similarly in the technology, like India has. Between India and Nigeria, they have a lot of common things. Now, India produces technology that is easily adaptable in Nigeria. It has parts, it has services, easy to bring Indians to go and service the machines and so on. So we look always to India. We look at technology that can be handled easily by Nigerians in the long run. Because if you don't have a continuity, you find it will not work. So continuity is very, very necessary. Today, you have many big companies. They are doing motorcycle assembly. They are doing tricycle, which has been a part of transport. They are doing now we manufacture very good cars in India. India is now going on a gas changes. You see the companies are coming here. They say no, you could run the cars, you can turn the engine and can go on a gas. You can go on a battery. You can go on number of. So the technology is changing. And that would really help, I would say, Nigeria environmentally. And you'll have a good, clean environment which will really reduce impact on health. Yes, India also has forwarded uh, their actions into pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical is another good area that India can supply them much cheaper prices than any other part of the world. India has vaccine. India has number of technologies that India can. Today, India is very much forward into African countries, trying to help them wherever it can. During COVID, during any other area, you find that India is always helpful. You have any disaster or you have anything happens, they just want to jump immediately and help. India is also doing a lot of defense. Today, if you want defense, if you want any areas where India is supplying arms and ammunition to a number of countries, I can tell you. India has fighters, battle tanks, number of areas that India can really help Nigeria in many ways. It can be cooperation, it can be joint venture, that they can be brought here and you manufacture locally. You have so many manufacturers. You manufacture, you ask them to produce the parts. We are able to produce the parts for cars. If we are told we are given the samples, we are able to do copy immediately. So Nigeria also has capabilities. We have put up the machinery to see how we can support Nigeria. Ultimately, the goal is success of both the countries. So we believe it's not one cooperation, it's not one area. I can assure you, you have enormous area, and the government will get support from India with happily, very easily. I don't see a problem because when we meet in the Indian community, we meet Indian High Commission. He's always forward. He's always focused. He said, no, we want to help Nigeria. We want to work with Nigeria. We must have an excellent relationship. So Indian community should always thrive. Not only that, but also in the area where you need charity, you need this and that, and the number of areas, eye care, vaccine, and I would say the number of areas India still has a lot to offer Nigeria, and I'm sure Nigerians will have a lot of benefits out of that.
Okay, that's very in-depth. Thank you very much, sir. Has cultural exchange between the two countries influenced your business strategies and operations? Has the cultural exchange between the two countries influenced your business strategies and operations here in Nigeria?
I think there's always cooperation in that area. Uh, India can do many areas depending on what Nigeria is looking for. But in the meantime, yes, we have Indo-Nigeria uh, Chamber of Commerce. We have number of delegation. I remember the president went along with so many when he came to the power. He went to India and he had signed so many contracts. It was almost 17 billion plus. And these projects are available. But it's not only that project, the investment is available from India. Indian government supports the plants to go out and cooperation with Nigeria. African countries has a lot of economical benefit that can be driven by. So the cooperation works. The cooperation is always two-sided, and India is always ready to give. I have seen Indian community; they are very thriving. They go forward. They are used to adaptable of any changes. Many times I've seen very closely. Yes, circumstances. Yes, number of areas it is two-way, and India will always be forward to help Nigeria.
Okay. Kindly share with us your successful business collaboration or ventures you have been involved in.
We have had ventures in gases once time. We are now having into electricity power. We are developing power section, gas, CNG, LNG, and we think that in the future also we can provide services to even vehicle gas and so on and so forth. So number of corporations are available. Now we are moving more and more energy because energy is very important in this country. You find that energy is not adequate. The power, NEPA goes off, this goes off, that's. It's very difficult to run industries in that case. You need a continuity of power. Power is the key. Your petrol price goes up, everything goes up. Now, if you are a local gas that's produced locally, in fact, your transport costs will come down. It will help you. But not only transport costs, on the health wise as well. You're not inhaling any gases. Oxygen is there instead of, so you have CO2 and all that is car, which is going by, engine on petrol or diesel and all that. I think environmentally, you put gases, you put batteries, you put other things, it will really help Nigeria. And health is very important for
Hmm. That's a good one. Coming from Sona. How has Sona industry been regulating business with other foreign countries?
it. We have a number of technologies from different areas. We look at and select technologies. We take some of the machinery from Germany. German machines are also good. And technology is a long term. We are recycling. We have 3 plants recycling right now from Germany. You need a long term thinking. If you say you are working with your machinery, it is not for 2 years, 3 years, it should be 30 years, it should be 40 years, where you can support your system continuously and grow with the investment and have a quality product. Nigeria also require quality product. We do recycling. In the recycling, in fact, you'll be surprised how we are able to reduce the cost to half of the price. No, you have in North, you have also outside export, and people take from here, they are very happy at half price. This only happens when you have a good technology. If you don't have a good technology, achieving that factor is a very difficult job. Anyhow, as I said, we emphasize on a local. That's the way we feel ultimately will help Nigeria and employment and so